What is up? So today I was having a conversation with an entrepreneur, and he asked me what was my morning routine. So what is the first thing that I do in the morning, and more specifically, what is the best morning routine that is, right? So there's so much buzz around morning routines, and what's the actual best way of spending the first hours of your day? And I decided to record a video. So by the end of this video, you're going to have a proper response by somebody who is a top performer that trains other top performers. So you can consider this routine a top performance morning routine. And I'm going to drive the point home that it doesn't really matter what I do. What matters is what serves you. Let's get to it. Hello everyone, Leon Castillo here, CEO and founder of Selfmastered, which is a company that specializes in peak cognitive performance for entrepreneurs and business leaders. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing because we release a few videos every week to help people like you accelerate their businesses and their personal performance to the moon. So, very short video today, but I think this is an important message to say on video. So, I was asked today by this gentleman, what's the actual best morning routine you have ever tried and what it is that you're doing these days? And my answer was surprising to him, which it shouldn't have been. I said, well, what's the goal here? What is the goal that you're trying to optimize for? Like he said, well, be the best person I can be the best entrepreneur that I can be the best CEO. I said, well, dude, that's great, but what's the nature of your work? What are you lagging behind in? So what's actually preventing you from growing? Because each one of us have a different psychological makeup, a different genetic blueprint, and we need to understand what it is that makes us tick and then try to solve the bottlenecks of that system, solve the problems first so that the whole system can improve. So right, that's part of the Selfmastered methodology that we use. So I asked, well, what are you trying to accomplish? So what stage your company is right now, what challenges are you facing, and how do you feel you could improve to address those challenges in a better way? He said, well, right now I'm focusing on strategy. I need to make better calls. I've understood that I've made a couple of mistakes last year that I could have avoided if I had the correct thinking protocols to help me become better at what I do. So okay, so seems to be like a thinking problem. Mostly that's the bottleneck of the system of you right now. I said, yes. I said, well, we'll devise a morning routine that can help you become better at thinking. As simple as it sounds. Doesn't really matter that older people swear by cold showers or running 30 kilometers bare naked before 5 a.m. Whatever it is that works for those people, or they say that works for them. What matters is that works for you and that you actually get what you need from the effort that you put in on whatever front of your life. So in this case, what I told him as well, how much time do you spend on devices? So 15 hours a day. Okay, how much of those 15 hours are on the cell phone, on telephone? It was like 3 hours a day. So well, most probably you have an overreactive brain. You are not taking care of yourself, so you are constantly stimulated. Constantly stimulated people cannot have as good as decision making as people that spend time in solitude and contemplation. So probably your morning routine will need to have a component of solitude. You may need to walk in a forest or a park, spend time alone, unplug from podcasts, calls, music, whatever it is that you're listening to, and really hone your decision-making skills by spending time in solitude. So I said, whatever you do in the morning, consider including a half an hour walk that helps you develop your thinking muscles. And that half an hour walking has to be in silence, have to make sure you're not listening to anything else. You are not distracted from the problems and the challenges that you are willing to solve. And over time, you are going to become better at thinking. As simple as it sounds. So the best morning routine for success is the one that serves you at this moment in time, because success is not the same thing for you, for me, or for my entrepreneurial friend. each one of us has a different definition of success. So each one of us needs to have a different morning routine. And that morning routine is never going to be the same, because our life needs change, our circumstances change, and our behavior consequently changes. So now what I do, right? So what's mine? To me, is absolutely crucial to be done with all the relevant parts of self-management and self-care and health and development before I start working. Because if I need to go to the gym in the middle of the day, if I have that lingering, I will just not go. So what I try to do every day is all the meditation, all the mindset stuff, all the deep breathing exercises, all the stretching, all the health related, so going to the gym, personal trainer, running for the marathon, whatever it is that I'm trying to do at each moment has to be done before 9 a.m. And that's how I roll. Because if by 9 a.m. I have meditated, I have done my breathing exercises, my mindset exercises, I have run 10 kilometers or gone to the gym 1 hour, stretched after that exercise, have breakfast, then I'm ready to crush the day. The only thing that's missing at this point is make sure that I employ my energy to the highest level task at all times on the business front. Everything else taken care of. Sometimes when I'm trying to develop a skill, let's say copywriting, well, I'll probably work on that during the workday because I consider that training for the job. I'm not copywriting for fun. I'm copywriting in order to be better at conveying self-mastered value proposition. So I hope this makes sense. In this very moment, this is what I'm doing. But the structure that I follow is, let's not have any health-related protocol lingering through the day. I need to make sure everything is sorted out before 9 a.m. So that's how I roll. And of course, I believe there are some structural things that everybody needs to do, which is spending time in solitude. Meditation is absolutely crucial if you want to offset the addictive nature of the technology you engage in every day. You absolutely need to stretch. No matter how stiff you think you are, you're probably stiffer than you should be. So there's a few things that everybody should be doing. They want to perform at elite level because that's how the mind and the body can function at peak potential. And oftentimes, let's say that I need to make a decision, right? And I've already shared my advanced decision-making protocol, which is spending time in solitude in the morning, half an hour walking in the middle of Madrid. There's a park called Retiro Park, and I just walk there and keep thinking about everything. Well, I will probably include those sessions before I need to make the call. So before I need to hire somebody, if I need to sign a strategic partnership, in order to think in first, second, third, and even fourth order consequences, I need to really think through, but also give myself a call date, right? So I'll provide myself 1 week to reach a decision. So I would include half an hour in the morning routine before everything else that we just discussed. So I will adapt my morning routine to the goal that I'm trying to pursue at that moment. I think it makes sense, right? So never really follow Elon Musk's morning routine, which, by the way, nobody knows which one it is. So any video about Elon Musk's routine is just plain wrong. Or Jeff Bezos' routine or whatever. No. What you need to follow is what it is that you need right now. What are you trying to pursue? What are the goals? What are the systems? What are the processes that you have now in your life, and optimize to make those happen. So hopefully this was useful. Please let me know in the comments, like, share, subscribe, send this to your mom, to your co-workers, to your Y Combinator friends, to whoever you think may benefit from this material, because the goal is to help as many people as possible. And of course, if you want a proven protocol to maximize your performance, especially if you are an ambitious entrepreneur, so you are like subjected to a lot of stress and you need to constantly make good calls, please apply for the Self-Mastered Evolution program, because we can probably change your life, and I'm not kidding. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye.